Hey guys, it's going to be a videoless video this week because as the other Grizzlies know, my laptop kicked the bucket a little more than a week ago, so besides losing all my files for the moment, my camera is being uncooperative with my temporarily adopted computer, so it's been kind of crazy. I'm so sorry about not appearing in Allison's birthday video. Dasha is completely amazing for having put that together, but I was having a ton of computer trouble. I did bake a cake and film it and film people eating it and saying happy birthday, and my friends are still making fun of me for asking them if I could film them while they ate, which is a decidedly creepy question when taken out of context. So on to the questions. If we could go back in time, what time period would we go to? I'd love to talk to certain historical figures. Like, I'd give Oscar Wilde a hug and warn him about Lord Queensberry, or maybe chill with J.R.R. Tolkien at the Eagle and Child at Oxford. And I'd want to hug Emily Dickinson, maybe talk to her for a bit. Apparently I have a fixation with hugging writers. That's kind of awkward, but all of these people would probably be like, who is this crazy child? And it would probably mess with future events. And there are so damn many problems associated with time travel. I don't know how Doctor Who does it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who would I kiss, who would I kill, and who would I marry? And they can be real or fictional. I would marry George Cooper from Tamora Pierce's books. And if you don't know who he is, you should go out and find her book, starting with Alana's. And I wouldn't kill anybody. I'd simply relocate baby Hitler to the Evil Baby Orphanage. And if you're a nerd fighter, you should know what the Evil Baby Orphanage is, but if not, there will be a link in the sidebar. I would kiss Joe Cavalier from The Amazing Adventures of Cavalier and Clay, because I have a massive literary crush on him, so he's pretty much amazing. One song that embodies Twilight for me is I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. It's really, really beautiful, and there'll be a link to the song and lyrics in the side. The Half-Blood Prince trailer? Oh my god, it is epic. I saw it before the Twilight movie, and I was freaking out in the theaters, and I'm incredibly excited for it. Speaking of the movie, it was incredibly different than I imagined, but I really love the portrayals of Edward and Bella. I think Robert Pattinson did a great job. That's all I'll say for now, but I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't, but hey, I did. Also, there were some excellent Mike Newton moments with his happy tushie. I was really happy because when James came on, I whispered really quietly to my friend, "Bitch, you stole my cookies." And someone behind us was all like, "I can smell them inside you." And I was like, yes! Because apparently someone else in my town watches the TwiTube, which was incredibly exciting. Last week's theme was vampires and related media. So something you should know about me is that I'm a huge geek when it comes to supernatural stuff, especially vampires. I was like a weird little kid and voraciously consumed vampire books, movies, and TV shows. I still am a weird kid. I've noticed two reoccurring themes associated with vampires, and one is the age-old vampire-human pairing, which I think audiences just love improbable couples. And also the question, do vampires have souls? Like in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they don't. Although they are capable of love and altruistic behavior, they're just more morally ambiguous. One of the characters, Angel, is cursed with a soul, so he's tortured by his past behavior of murdering and all that good stuff. And Spike, who is pretty much made of awesome, and I love him dearly because he is snarky and silly and oddly kind, he goes through all these horribly grueling physical challenges to earn back his soul. And in Twilight, obviously, Edward is conflicted about this because he's convinced he doesn't have a soul, and it's one of the reasons he's reluctant to turn Bella, because he thinks he'll be taking away her soul. So tie back to Twilight, like, whoa. Why are vampires so popular? I think that they're powerful, they're mysterious, they're sexy, and they're terrifying. All of things we are, perversely or not, drawn to. As for vampire media, Dracula, I read it when I was very young, and I just finished a reread of it last week, and I forgot how awesome it was. You should go out and read it. Anne Rice, I don't know, I could never get into her stuff. I don't know, man. I laughed my way through the movie Interview with a Vampire because I have no soul. Like a vampire, apparently. Buffy will be one of my favorite things for all eternity. Anything by Joss Whedon is absolutely brilliant. Joss is boss and is my hero. Underworld, I recently watched both of them, and I enjoyed them. And once again, you see the vampire-human love story, at least in the first one. The Historian is absolutely brilliant, and it's inspired by the historical figure of Vlad the Impaler, who inspired Dracula, and he was a positively... And the phone is ringing! Ah! And I'm back. Well, he was a positively brutal and ruthless Wachilian ruler, and yeah, he had a habit of impaling his enemies, which is disgusting, and I have nightmares about that. Speaking of nightmares, Nosferatu scarred me for life when I was a child. That is a terrifying, silent film, and I would not recommend it unless you do like to be terrified. True Blood is my new obsession. It's very, very graphic though, so before you go out and watch it, obtain parental permission or wait till you're 17 or something. And once again, you see the vampire human love story. And I think that's all for this week. Yeah. And as a bonus, there'll be links in the sidebar to some Mike-related fanfiction to sort of show that there's a method to my Team Mike madness. Other than that, less than 3. I love you all dearly, and I will see Ellie tomorrow.